The heat of the desert is where the Sun Devils thrive. Welcome to Tempe, Arizona, Mountain America Stadium, home to the Arizona State Sun Devils and the rich legacy formed by the likes of Frank Kush, Jake the Snake, and Pat Tillman. Houston ready to boot it deep and get this game going. He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Arizona State Sun Devils offense will have the first possession of the game. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but, David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now.
There he goes! And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. And so much for feeling each other out for a few plays. These guys come out spinning it.
All gas, no brakes. Come in and spin the magic bean on the opening play of the game, taking a shot. Doesn't get better than that if you're this quarterback.
From the gun, give on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Sun Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Got a man, it's Brown. And he's knocked down.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Might as well give it to him again. Runs through a tackle. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
To the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Brown. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
The Sun Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Finds his tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
Back to throw, it's Levitt. Got his man quickly. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
I love the aggressive nature there by the offensive play caller, too. He's not just playing it safe, get a few yards, center the ball, help our field goal kicker out. He's trying to move the sticks through the passing attack. Quarterback makes a nice throw, and now it's 1st and goal.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. And they decide to trot out the kicker. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Right down the boulevard. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
So Houston's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time out.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Makes the quick grab.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Caught close to the marker. It's Moss. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. The Sun Devils surpassed all expectations last year. Kenny Dillingham in his 2nd year winning the league with the team that was picked to finish last, guys.
And in the playoffs, more than represented themselves well. They had the bye, but they fought Texas tooth and nail. Could have won that football game. And Jesse, a superstar at the quarterback position.
They got a really good one coming back. No Cam Scattaboo this year, though, so they're going to have to find ways to be able to run the football effectively. That was a big part of their success a year ago.
Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Sun Devils are flying down the field. Easy. To the air. It's Levitt. Wide open downfield. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense, they just can't find any answers.
The Sun Devils will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Snagged in the middle, it's Thomas. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, it's Wegman. Under fire. He's got an open man. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Cougars with the 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw again. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. So they're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job tackling on defense. I know one guy missed, but you saw the effort. Other guys coming and flying to the football. They knew how big that 3rd down was. They had to get the stop to give themselves a chance to now get off the field.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He's got it. 1st down and more. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but play to get the football back. They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Levin. Makes the grab, it's McClain. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's McLean. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something.
Makes the grab right down the middle. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Houston wants to play fast. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Here comes the heat. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Using his feet. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Broussard. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Looking to get it in. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll try to pound their way in. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On the snap, it's Connors. Beck's going for the goal line. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Cougars!
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Catch in the middle. It's Connors. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Caught behind the line. It's Connors. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the move, it's Connors. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Connors. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. From the gun, wants to pass. That's got it. Touchdown, Houston. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Levin. Makes the grab, it's McClain. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Sun Devils will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. With the catch, it's Broussard. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Cougars are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Connors. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Back to pass. Quickly complete. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Goes to the option. Now the toss. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Looking downfield, it's Levin. The throw to the outside is complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Brown. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quick completion on the out route.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the Sun Devils will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try the run. Gets a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on 4th down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. At the 45, on it, just keeps moving. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. This Houston offense about to snap it on 1st down again. Takes the handoff. It's Connors. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's no good. He missed it. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
That's caught. It's Tyson. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
Oh, he's got some space. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable. Quarterback empties his backfield. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Quickly to the tight end. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Fires to the big fella. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40. The Sun Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Now the play fake. Here's the pressure. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Down 4 late. They have to convert on 4th down to keep hope alive. He'll go up top. Maybe a deciding play here. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. And they'll take a knee. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and it usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this